What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? This is Jeff from BKJMac TV, and this is the BKJMac Live Experience Podcast. And this is episode number 40, the 40th episode. This is amazing. I started this back in August, and now it's November, and I've did 40 podcast episodes. So my thing is, I want to thank the listeners, the subscribers that's been tuning in and listening. I appreciate you guys so much. This goes out to all of y'all for just tuning into this podcast. I appreciate you guys so much, big time. I appreciate you guys. Today's episode is a very, very sad episode for me, actually. This is about the passing of the best and greatest Batman in animated history. The actor who portrayed the greatest Batman in animated history, Kevin Conroy. This man, let me tell you, this man was a genius. This man possessed so many unique abilities and skills. And because of those skills and those abilities, he was able to bring it into the role of Batman / Bruce Wayne in the animated series. When I was watching the news, World News Tonight, they showed a segment that showed of his passing. I was heartbroken immediately. I just couldn't believe it. I grew up watching Batman the animated series, and I know everybody that is listening to this episode grew up watching Batman the animated series as well. It was a very, very popular TV show in the early 90s. It revolutionized, it captured the essence of what Batman is supposed to be like. You know, when they made the live Batman in 1989, people were mesmerized by it. Danny Elfman scored the movie. Michael Keaton put the costume on. Jack Nicholson was a Joker. And it was an interesting take on the Batman. The theme song by Danny Elfman was very unique, and it was very powerful. And when the animated series came rolling around, they wanted to do something completely different. They wanted to borrow elements from the 1940s, but kept it with up-to-date, relevant content of the time, the 90s. And when they did that, they were able to blend two worlds together. And Danny Elfman was able to borrow songs, was able to blend the song from 1940s to the score that he did for the first Batman movie in '89. And he was able to create this unique environment for Batman, the animated series. Even when you see the intro and you see the dark colors, the environment, the bank blowing up, the robbers running away, and a shot of Batman coming to the aid of Gotham, and then the villains coming up, the bank robbers coming up, and then they're meeting Batman, and Batman stops them, and he ties them up, and the police comes, and they look and see who did this, and they look up, and it's Batman in the sky on the building looking up at the bat signal, and that was Batman. And then when you go into an episode, then the greatest actor of them all, Kevin Conroy, you hear his voice, and that is Bruce Wayne. Playing Bruce Wayne addresses the screen, and you hear and you fall into this confidence, you fall into the story, and you are in the world of the animated Batman. If anybody watched Batman growing up, you would just be amazed by the graphics, by the storytelling, by the movements of the characters, the portrayal of the characters, the realism behind it, and that's what Kevin Conroy brought to the role of Batman. That's why, watching him as a kid growing up, and then knowing the fact that he passed away was just so sad for me. It was so sad, so sad. There's an article that I want to share with you guys. that was written about Kevin Conroy, the late great Kevin Conroy. So let me read it to you guys. Actor Kevin Conroy has died. He was 66 years old. Conroy voiced the Caped Crusader on the Batman, the animated series from 1992 to 1996, as well as in 15 films, 15 animated series, and 24 video games. To several generations of fans, including mine, he simply was Batman. I could not agree more. That's because Conroy understood something very fundamental about the character that no other actor to play Batman ever has. Batman isn't a disguise. Batman is the real guy. It's Bruce Wayne that's the put on, the pose, the performance, the face he shows to the world. Conroy got that, embodied it really, but every other actor who's slapped on the bat ears over the years inadvertently adopts an overtly theatrical, effective voice when they play Batman. For most of them, it's a raspberry voice meant to seem super butch, super intimidating. It's Clint Eastwood's stoic man with no name in Black Cavalier. There's been a couple exceptions. Adam West went big, comically stiff, and stern. Careful, chum, pedestrian safety. Christian Bale went even harder, punishing evildoers in his vocal folds with a throaty and weirdly ignorant raw, swear to me, a bath frog with laryngitis over it. But Keaton, Clooney, Kilmore, Affleck, and Patterson all Eastwood whisper their bad dialogue as if they think they can save Gotham via asthma. All of them see Batman as the role to play and convince themselves they need to create a separate, menacing persona to do so. Conroy started from a much different place. His Batman was more natural, less forced, less false. He basically used his usual speaking voice. It's something you can just sense immediately. And I think it's one reason so many of us responded to his take as deeply as we did. We could see it. He's not play acting. He's just acting. And that was the essence. That was the essence of what translated Kevin Conroy's take on the Batman better than all the real live action actors playing Batman. You know, when they put on the Batman costume, they felt they had to be this demeaned Batman, this aggressive type of Batman with that raspy voice. And to be honest, I was a little intimidated, but let's be honest, they didn't know how to be the Batman. The Batman is just the real character. Like he said, the Batman is the real character. One thing you notice when you watch the animated series, you didn't see Bruce Wayne's eyes. You know, you saw that white thing over his eyes. It covered his eyes, but you could see his emotion through the white patch, and it was amazing. There were times where he was just like, wow. And then when he came through the dark, you could see it when he's angry. It was that right there that brought the intimidation. He didn't have to yell or scream. The eyes of the bat in the white patch with the darkness in the back made you feel that Batman was in the room. The live action, they always make you see the eyes of the actor. These are the directors that want you to see the distressful of the Batman. They want you to see his eyes. I'm tired of seeing Batman's eyes in live action. I want to see the white patch. And that's what Kevin Conroy, the late great Kevin Conroy, was able to do in the animated series version by covering his eyes and letting the white patch do the speaking for him when he played the Batman in the animated series. The creators of Batman, the animated series, have said that's exactly what they were looking for as they were auditioning people for Batman. Actor after actor came in and did the Keaton Eastwood whisper. It was everything they didn't want their cartoon show to be. It was cartoonish. But when Conroy slid into the booth, he just read the lines. He took his natural voice down only slightly and inched closer to the mic. But it wasn't a pose, it was just him. He was cool, he underplayed. His Batman hangs back. He's raw, even a bit Starnetic, mostly though he's natural. Plus, not for nothing, the guy had real pipes. In an episode of the animated series Justice League Unlimited, Batman is forced to sing a torch song in order to rescue Wonder Woman from the clutches of the evil witch Solga, and Conroy nailed it while maintaining the character's abating Batmanness. On the other hand, it's Conroy's Bruce Wayne that was a bit an extended performance. He nudged his voice up a scotch, made it slightly softer. The result is a sound of privilege, of comfort, of a life of ease and unconcerned. What he was actually doing, of course, was talking like all the other privileged jerks Bruce Wayne hangs with. Basically, he was code switching. It is too much of a stretch to wonder if maybe Conroy was so good at it because he was gay and perhaps knew a little bit more about code switching, was more practiced at it than any other actors to play Batman. Okay, it's a stretch, but I'm just saying it factors maybe. I don't agree with that point. Him being gay didn't have nothing to do with how he was able to switch between being Batman and Bruce Wayne. He just brought his own sense, his own feel to the role. So I disagree with the author on this point. In the years since Batman the Animated Series ended, he never shied away from the role that would come to define him, as many other actors have done. He continued to voice the character in other shows, movies, and games. He was a fixture on the Comic-Con circuit where he got loved, engaging with fans. He even got to play an elder version of Bruce Wayne on the CW show Arrow. But it wasn't his whole life. He trained at Juilliard alongside Christopher Reeve, Robin Williams, and Francis Conroy. He played Shakespeare, he played Broadway, he had long runs on Another World and Search for Tomorrow. He's survived by his husband, a brother, a sister. By all accounts, Conroy was a sweet guy who relished his Batman role and his fans, which is why there's so many of us out here feeling a deep pain, a deep loss tonight. Basically, Kevin Conroy died of intentional cancer. He died of intensive cancer. It's sad. It's really sad. Cancer has destroyed a lot of lives, and we're still searching. The American government, the world is still searching for stronger cures to wipe out this disgusting and horrifying disease. It took down a talented, great actor in Kevin Conroy. Even though he's no longer with us on the earth, his spirit and his work on the cartoon series will forever and ever live on in our hearts and our minds forever, and for many and many and many generations to appreciate. God bless your soul, Kevin Conroy. God bless your soul and your family, your husband's soul. You were truly a great man, a great humanitarian, a great husband, and a great role model to many of us young kids and adults out there looking to watch Batman, the animated series. Thank you, and God bless your soul. God rest your soul, Kevin Conroy. Peace.